Keep an eye on the countdown.
Oh, I know. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. It's Saturday. Thank God. Yay. And I love the people that sit there and go, "Oh my God, thank God it's Saturday. Thank God it's Friday." Why? You don't fuckers work, so what the fuck? What are you excited for? Give me a break. So I
Every
don't want to
day is
hear none of that shit.
Saturday.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Oh, for
Oh,
oh,
oh, I got it. There we go. Oops,
oh,
there. There.
there you are. How
There.
is everyone? Just let everybody pile in.
Hey, Ro.
It's a busy day.
Hey, V. Hey, Annie.
Annie.
I can't talk.
Annie,
Uh,
if you want to jump up and have a little snark before you go off and do your own thing, please, you're welcome to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Melody, for one, girlfriend, sit down. Sit down before. I mean, come on. Girl, nobody talks about you. Nobody thinks about you. Nobody says shit. And in passing, maybe somebody said, hey, yes, I called you out because not long ago I called you out for using a voice changer and getting caught. So that alone, sit your ass down, girlfriend. You're Miss Melodramatic is what your nickname is, and now I see why. So, girl, sit.
Yeah.
Sit down
And
and take your fake ass boyfriend with you.
and before you get all up in your feelies, you mentioned my name, and this is why I'm reacting. So don't get any ideas. I get to defend myself when you bring my name up.
Exactly. Exactly. Because why would they even? I mean, they're so desperate for attention. They got to hop in and stir the pot. They remind me of another crazy that will run over to go any community that they don't like that are having a beef and they want to insert themselves right in it.
Right.
Well, girl, oh, well, you got the smoke. You wanted it. You got it.
Yeah. The fire has now been lit.
Yep. Yep. Because come on, every 5 minutes, the drama. For one thing, nobody knows who High Seas is. I don't. I don't know who they are because it's called a troll account.
Yep. Exactly
So
what it is.
exactly. So, don't pin everybody on, oh, well, it's a troll account. They want to bring them up and that, fine. Make a video because, your little boyfriend's really good. He just doesn't want anything to do with drama, but yet he has his own dedicated little drama channel to
Hmm.
snark on Jenny. So there's that, you big pussy. Can't do it under your own account, can ya? Mr. King of Shade. You ain't king of shit. How about that?
Hey,
You wish.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm
I
on a
got my
roll.
thing.
she is on fire.
I'm going to
I'm
start
just
spelling my name with a K.
yes. Oh my god.
and well, it's come on. We've had some peace and quiet. It has been so nice to have
Yes, it
peace and
has.
quiet. And then we get the dumbasses that want to stir the pot.
Well, like Annie only throws shade. I'm sorry. She
Thank
does.
you.
She's not going in people's lives. You know how much we have been tortured by those two idiots, those other idiots. And
Yes.
then and believe me, this is not a problem, but when I see somebody unfollow me because I'm Annie's friend or Rochelle's or yours or whatever, who I trust, and then I see them in the most hateful people's chat, I wonder what in the hell
Exactly.
happened. You know what I mean? Like, how could
Yeah.
you go over to that side and then not want drama?
Well, exactly. And she it's not like she's naive and doesn't know any better. She knows what crazy's all about. She knows what crazy has said and done to everybody. So,
Yes.
she wants to be over there supporting her. And you're right, Kate. We don't, if you go to Annie's, who cares? If I go to Candy's, who cares? If I go to Annie's, who cares? It
Yes.
doesn't matter who goes where. But there's a difference between being supportive of someone who is totally off the chain and a nasty, nasty POS. And that's what, she wants to run over there and support her because she doesn't have anybody else. Is that the only reason? I don't know. But she best sit down.
Right. I mean, no, she
Yeah.
has not mentioned me and he has not mentioned me. So I can't speak to that. And I never had a problem with them. But I thought, well, wait a minute. I really did trust everyone in my IG, and I still do. But I had to
Right.
eliminate, because I don't want to accuse anybody, but I had to eliminate someone because, and I didn't care about the picture thing, like lifting the picture. It's the principle.
Right.
I looked
Exactly.
at everybody on my list a lot. It was way after I had Alana on my IG, never had Nina, and I trust everyone that is in there now. And that's the point I'm trying to make. That picture, I put it in IG for a reason. It's the only place it was. And now, you know, ding dongs are getting drawn on them and stuff. But who gave that to them?
Well,
Exactly.
exactly.
Right.
So I got rid of that other person that I actually liked. And I was like, no, you know, I'm done. And don't scream, the victim all the time. If you keep clapping back, people are going to come back at you.
Well, and exactly, Kate, and I agree because every 5 minutes she's over there making a community post that's, oh, woe is me. People are this, the trolls, this ICs. If you are going to be that sensitive, Missy, it's time for you to log off, go decorate your new place, and
Mm-hmm.
have a nice life.
Right. I mean, I get to the point where sometimes I love the drama. And sometimes I'm like, okay, this is bullshit. I got to go for a couple
Right, exactly.
days.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And, there's a difference between some shade and whatever, and sometimes it does get overwhelming. But, there's a big difference between real life and shade. And, they just want to continuously stir the pot and stir the pot. Now, I am sorry, Ped Ed got his nickname
For a
because,
reason.
yes, for a big reason. And I saw this with my own eyes front and center. He was having, and if you want to call it an inappropriate friendship, that's fine. But he was speaking to a supporter that was leaving, comments on his videos, whatever. He claimed they were friends, but
Okay.
she was an 11-year-old little girl.
Now, was that known?
Oh, yeah, it was known. You bet it was. And people were just going, dude, are you stupid? It doesn't matter. And I know that they spoke privately. I'm going to look for the proof of that. But they did because she had to eventually make a whole new channel. And when she did, he was stupid enough to say, well, just message me the new name of the channel. Okay. So that means you're speaking in private, you dumbass.
Oh, wow.
So exactly. And no, he knew that was inappropriate. He's an adult. He's a grown man. Now, little Missy Melody, she should have known that was inappropriate as well. It's not rocket science.
Right.
You don't have any kind of communication with an 11-year-old little girl. I don't care if she's a fan. I don't care what she's a fan of. I wouldn't know. But you would need to tell her, I'm sorry. That's really nice. You like my videos. But, maybe, this is an adult channel. They even sent her over to Reds one night to defend them.
Oh, goodness.
And, Red's not the place to send an 11-year-old little girl.
Right, right.
Especially to White Knight for their stupid asses. So if you guys are having a problem, why don't you stand up for yourselves? Quit getting your friends to do your dirty work.
And what friends they do pick.
Yeah.
Hi, Annie. Munching.
Where did all this come from? Like, what happened? Did I miss something?
Oh, that little video that I've got on screen?
Like, but what created all this for him to make that video? Like, what is
I
wrong with them?
have no idea. Like clearly nobody's talking about them.
No, no one's
No,
even
nobody
thinking
has.
about them. Again, we only talk about them when they do this dumb shit.
Like now. Yeah.
And well,
Like,
the only thing that we ever said recently anyway was, you know, that yes, she got called out, and I even kind of went cough cough. Melody used the voice changer. Well, now I'm just going to say it. Melody, you got caught using a voice changer.
and she did,
So
and she
stop.
did, and she did.
And you know, it's ridiculous. They want to just involve everybody that they can because they're not apparently getting any attention. Because the only thing Kathy and I ever said really was that he needs to knock off the fake Hawaii accent shit when he types. It looks ridiculous. I've said that for years. It looks dumb because that's not how the people talk. So come on, dude, you look like a moron. And that's what we said. Oh, well, if you don't like it, boo-hoo, get your tears, get you a new diaper, and pull up your big boy panties.
But again, this just goes along with what I was saying before. Oh my God, we can't say anything anymore without somebody's feelings getting hurt. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like, people are, I don't know if there's something in the water that people are getting overly sensitive. Like, you can't say anything.
No. Everybody's so freaking delicate now.
My God. Well, Melody has always been delicate. Always.
Yes.
Like, it's enough is enough though. If I hear one more time that she has to go to a psychiatrist because of YouTube and blah blah, listen, if it's that serious, just get off of social media.
Exactly, Annie.
My God, I'm tired of it now. I'm so sick of hearing about poor Melody, poor Melody, poor Melody. Poor Melody needs to go get on some better meds then. Something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, something's off.
Well, yeah, because no, Annie, I totally agree because she's desperate for somebody to white knight for her, so she's going and scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like Kalana, for instance, and now
And Cocknose. Yes. And that was my thing because they always bring up that high seas. First of all, nobody even knows who a high seas is, first of all. Okay. Nobody knows.
Exactly.
Do I think high seas is a little obsessive? Absolutely. Do I find it a little weird sometimes? Absolutely. But it's not my problem. Do you know what I mean? I can't control what these people do. And again, they're so butthurt about what high seas does and blah, blah, blah. But they supported people who are way worse than high seas.
yes,
Exactly.
In my
Exactly.
opinion. So you can't, it's okay if people are bullying, tormenting, and harassing other people, just as long as it's not them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just over it. Oh my God. Then they're naming me, and I don't even want people to know I'm associated with them.
I don't blame you. I see why.
Like, stop putting me in there. I don't understand why I had to be in their title. I had nothing to do with any of that. Don't put me in your title.
Exactly. That's why I was like, and when I listened to the video, somebody said you need to go listen. I'm like, okay, why? And I hear that Kathy gets a shout out too, and it's like, what did she even do? She didn't really say anything. It was probably me. Nobody can. I mean, apparently, I don't know if people are that obtuse that they can't tell us apart or what. But Kathy has a very different opinion than I do, and Kathy doesn't even know some of these people, but yeah, I would say something and she would be like, oh, okay, well, let me know what this is about. Can you inform me? So it's just been informative stuff, but she needs to go sit the fuck down. It's just so annoying at this point.
Well, even with the whole last situation last night, now, somehow, some way, Eddie Booger, aka Booger, made that about him last night. It had nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? Like, they have to be center of attention at all times. Last night's live stream had nothing to do with them, but he had to make sure to bring it up. First of all, there was a troll in there, and people were asking if it was him, but it wasn't even that serious.
Well, exactly. And come on, he trolls. He's been busted at it.
I mean, they have a bullying channel, for God's sakes. I mean,
Oh,
Exactly.
he's had quite a few troll and bullying channels.
Yep, he sure has.
but he's not even good at it.
No.
Well, like I said, that the only thing that was really my problem was because I stayed out of it, but it was like, how could you go to the most vile people on YouTube?
Exactly, Kate.
That's what Melody does. She has done that ever since I've known her. Candy's even called her out on it. This is what Melody does. She doesn't care who you are. If you don't like somebody she doesn't like, she's going to be right there front and center.
I wonder if Fan Channel would like to see what she said about him before. That would be interesting, because the only reason she's over there is because Fan's doing reacts on Jenny, and Fan, I'm sure he knows it because he's getting views too. He don't care,
Right?
but
Fan doesn't care.
you know, it's Jenny is having fun with everybody, and I think it's hilarious.
Oh, for sure.
Jenny is a real MVP. I don't care what anybody says.
She is, Annie.
She gets no help from anybody. She takes them all on, and she has fun. That's what I like about her.
Yeah,
Exactly. Same here.
She demands nothing from us. And you know, she doesn't go, help me, I'm being bullied.
She doesn't cry the victim.
Exactly.
She's not one to go IRL, right? She just keeps it on YouTube. Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen her take it in real life. No.
Never. And again, I've said this how many times, you guys, like, they really think that Jenny is bullying them. They're delusional. I'm like, I've just never seen anything like it in my life. If anything, it's funny.
Yeah.
What she does.
It is.
I mean, you and Jenny had a funny thing going. MT and Jenny did. It was kind of harmless.
Let me tell you, Jenny has come after me I don't know how many times. And it's just funny. Would I ever take her serious? No. Do I care what she says? No.
I think she's
Right. I've never had a problem with Jenny.
Yeah.
Again, it's all them against her. They're the ones bullying her.
Huh. I need to get a memo. God.
I mean, how oh dear. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a boomer, man. We knew how to fight.
Well, exactly. And we did it all ourselves. You know, everybody in here, nobody has to come in white knight for anybody. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Believe me, we can all handle our own. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I don't need anybody to fire up alive and make a fool out of myself. I don't care. I mean,
Hey, you were just technically challenged that night, honey. You get a free pass.
Poor Ro had to call me and everything.
That will go down as a classic.
It's happened to all of us.
Oh, I was mad that night. Oh.
At one point or another.
I don't know. But yeah, it seemed to me like he had a list in front of him with all the names of all the peoples and channel that was mean to Melody. Poor dear sensitive Melody.
Well, and again, let's not talk about what she's done to people. That's the thing. She has made her channel all about just being a victim. It's really disturbing. I've never in life seen somebody make themselves such a victim. It's weird to me. I don't know. Does anybody else find that so odd?
Well, yeah, I do. I mean, I just, like I said, I never had a problem with her before, but when her and Alana were going at it, Alana did say something funny. She said, Melody, this isn't an airport. You just can't come in and out as you please.
You don't need to announce your departure.
That's what she said. Yes, that's what she said.
But like Ro brought up too, why does she keep going over the same shit? I mean, it's just like it's been well over 3 years ago that some of this shit happened. And it's just like, get over it. If you can't get over it, go get your laptop back from the cops and move on.
Right.
Oh, good grief. What?
Which
Her
part?
laptop.
I'm confused.
Oh my God. I'll never forget when she told me that. When she said that the police had her laptop. Oh my God.
For what?
For evidence. For
think it was
evidence, because
when-
she was being bullied.
I think it
Oh,
was when
no!
he was bullying her. She said, I don't know. I just about laughed my ass off.
Ah,
All I knew was somebody was going to prison, God damn it. Somebody was going to prison
I was
because
going
they
to
had her
prison when I
laptop and
hacked
they
her
were going to take
Facebook.
care of them.
oh,
It's still
here.
sitting in the
Her,
evidence.
and I'm telling you, she's another one who believes that. She believes that I hacked her Facebook. She believes that the police had her laptop. She believes all this stuff.
And see, this is another Fruit Loop. How the fuck does this one little tiny corner of, I'm sorry to cuss, but why in this little tiny corner of YouTube do just these few communities that we get all the batshit crazy ones?
We're a magnet.
I guess so. It's like I said, we were having such nice peace and quiet. And then it's just like, the other loonies got to take up the space, I guess. I mean, it's like, what the hell?
But them too. They're not a part of this community, but they watch everything. Everything. Like they just sit in the corner waiting for somebody to mention their name. But again,
That's very
you're
clear.
not from here. Why are you even, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't go over there and watch them. The only time, I kid you not, I know is somebody will say, hey, go check this out, or
Yeah.
shout out to High Seas.
Exactly.
They talk. I don't go over to Melody's. I don't watch her because, again, I'm not part of her community. I don't care.
No, me neither. No, I don't watch. I just know that it happens.
I don't go over there either. She doesn't mean anything to me that I would think to go over and see what she's doing, other than that apartment tour video with her lovely cinder block walls.
Oh, I didn't see. Was that recent?
Yeah, what, last
Yes.
week?
Oh.
Yeah. And kudos to her. Hopefully she's taking a new step in life. But it's so funny. How long is she? I don't know even how long she's been in this little supposed, and I'm using my best little air quote fingers, guys, this relationship online with Eddie. Okay. Who cares? But the thing that used to really irritate me about the two of them was they would come into the chats, and it's other people's live streams, and they're in there just and kissing, talking, and all this other weird shit. And it's like, dudes, get a room. If you're talking to each other in private, take that shit private. Don't nobody want to see what you guys are talking about each other. Go somewhere else with that shit.
Right,
And people a long time ago tried to get them together because everybody felt sorry for her. Oh, she can't be with her love. Oh my God, he's the love of her life, and they can't be together. And this was years ago. Her supporters tried to, say, well, we'll get you to Hawaii.
Why can't they be together though?
Well, but I have a question. She just
question of the day.
She just got this new apartment. Why is she getting an apartment? Why didn't she relocate to be with her man?
Exactly.
Well, that's a good point, Annie. Yeah, exactly. Hell, if I had a choice, I'd be right on off to Hawaii. Thanks.
If I was so in love with somebody, I wouldn't be getting an apartment. I would be doing everything in my power to go be with the love of my life.
Especially in Hawaii.
Right?
Well, exactly.
Well, she can't move in his mom's basement.
There's still the beach.
Kate, I would take the beach. I would definitely take
I
the
would
beach.
live in a basement for Hawaii.
No doubt.
Are there
Yeah, I
basements?
mean,
Hell, I'd pitch a tent. Who are you kidding?
no doubt. No doubt. And yeah, but it is. That's a very good question. Here is this person who supposedly met the love of her life. Now, how many years ago? They're still not together. That brings up lots of red flags too. Why is that? Well,
I have a
that's our
feeling they only-
relationship. Don't talk
they
about
only-
our relationship, Kate. It's none of your business, Kate. Well, then stop putting it out there and stop
Right.
acting like 3-year-olds when you're in a chat together and go take it private. If not, then I'm going to say something about it.
Rose
So there.
said scared to fly. Okay.
And I think it's weird too, because I feel like they don't even talk on the phone. I swear, I feel like they just text back and forth.
Well, yeah, I don't think they've ever seen each other, Annie. And big fucking deal that she's afraid to fly. Flying is definitely not my thing. I watch way too many air disaster shows for that shit. So, but St. Thomas is my favorite place in the whole world. And I'm sorry, I can't swim to get there. So yeah, I have to fly. And it's a 5-hour flight from where I am. And I take one for the team. It's called a Valium. Deal with it.
Your doctor will even prescribe you something if you have to fly. I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Cruise float over, can't she?
Huh?
A cruise? Can't you cruise off to
Oh, good
Hawaii?
point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I believe that ship sails out of Galveston, by the way. If you can catch it and it's not delayed. But you know how those cruise ships are these days. They're so unreliable.
You might even be able to catch a boat out of New York City, though.
Of course they could. Or you could take a nice little jaunt down to one of the Carolinas or, out of Miami, those ships go. So yeah. So that's just an excuse. And how I if I was him, if I was Eddie, honey, if that's the excuse she's giving you, that's embarrassing. Oh, well, I'm too scared to fly. All right, whatever. So that's what she thinks of you, honey. So there's that.
I'd rather take the plane and go and get Valium.
Me too.
Girl, okay, you ain't kidding. Sign me up, but that's what I do.
I hate flying.
My husband does too. He's at the window seat going, look. And I'm like, no, I don't want to look. Thanks.
Me neither.
And then he gets on me. Well, you watch way too many air disaster shows, honey. And I'm like, well,
I do too.
yeah.
But and then after that, I'll watch a whole bunch of flight reviewers on YouTube. I love that shit.
Those actually are fun, and that's okay. I got a little bit of just even here last night. I was making dinner, and I just happened to be changing channels, but I left it on that Mayday air disaster, and he came in and sat down, and he started watching it. I said, "You don't want to watch that episode," and he goes, "Why?" And I said, "Okay, smarty pants, watch the episode. See these people get a hell ride before they crash and die." And so, I mean, it's bad enough that they do all this shit and they're miraculously save the flight and everything. It's like, yes, thank God, but this is called Mayday air disaster for a reason. So he's watching this. And I mean, I couldn't even imagine, y'all, these poor people, the fucking plane flew inverted for a while before it crashed into the ocean. Now everybody's gone. And he just looked at me and he goes, yeah, pass that Valium. I'm like, yeah, thank you. So yeah, just what you need, a hell ride before you die. So it's like, whoa, fun. So no, I am not a flyer.
However, Kate, they do take lessons every time there's an air disaster.
That's true.
All of the planes are upgraded and updated, and
well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
it is. And those crashes they do, and hopefully they do help prevent future disasters like this. So it's like, okay, but some of it's just stupidity too. Like they're letting their little kids in the cockpit and they accidentally crash the plane. Is that oops?
Oh, that Russian one, I saw that. That was horrifying.
I know. And it's like, okay. And I think didn't they come to find out later, Kathy, that he did it on purpose or something?
I don't know. It's just
But
so awful. Yeah.
yeah, it was. It's crazy. So there's some really terrible, terrible episodes. But yeah, I'm not a flyer either. But like I said, sign me up. Nothing is going to keep me from my favorite place. So if nothing's going to keep me from my favorite place, what's keeping you, girlfriend, from the love of your life that you say?
Yes.
They're never gonna meet. Never.
No. Of course, I mean, I think we've had this conversation now for how many years? I mean, come on. And then they get mad. Well, you have no right to talk about our relationship. It's our business. Well, then
Then
good.
don't
Keep
put it
your
out
business
there.
private and go on.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that once you put it on YouTube or any other platform for that matter, it becomes a topic of conversation, especially if it's dumb or cringy or odd.
I
It's
agree.
it's up for fair game. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but that's exactly right. Because if you're going to frickin' put it out there, people are going to talk about it. I mean, I don't understand this. Like, and again, I'm not trying to throw shade at law, but I kind of came into to the community. It's been over 3 years. There was a big beef with her. Well, yeah, because law, you are rude to everybody in your life. Do you realize that? The times that I tried to give you a shot and watch you and get it straight, sweetheart. I am the one that said it freaks me out because you look like you're worshiping your damn food. You look at the ceiling like, praise Jesus, this bite is so good. That freaks me out. Now, I'm the one that said it. So get that straight, please. But I tried to give you a fair shot. I would go in and watch some of your stuff, and you were rude to your supporters. You're nasty. Half the time you never even ended. You just ended your lives. Like you just got up and walked away. You didn't even go, well, thanks for coming in, guys. Have a nice day. I'll see you later. Just click bye. You're gone. Somebody says one wrong thing, up you go off on them. You don't know what you're talking about. And I've never seen such a fake ass reader before in my life. So there, I'm done.
I know, and I have to give kudos for Candy, and when she slows down Law's voice, I don't think I laughed that hard for a long time.
Candy is hysterical when she does react a lot. I don't even La has to laugh. This shit is funny.
Exactly. I love Candy's reactions. She is so funny. I mean, it's hilarious. So I guess you guys are going to react tonight. I'm going to be front and center for that because I learned a few times, and I don't understand why she was mad because Annie, you didn't really say anything. I mean, it was just some shade. I'm like,
listen, and again, because I'm gonna, like I said, later I'm gonna talk about it a little more too. But like I said, at the end of the day, I stand by what I say. La overreacted. She absolutely did.
She did.
But I can say though, going back and forth with La, it is fun. For me, that's the fun drama. Like it, not like Melody. Oh, I'm the victim. At least La,
Right.
it's fun. Like we go back
Yeah.
and forth.
You each hold your own.
I thought the shit was hysterical. Like, but she overreacted. She absolutely overreacted.
She did, because I don't think she realizes the part I caught was where she's trying to explain to everybody about carbs. I'm like, girlfriend, do you realize, yeah, your sour cream and your cheese are low carb, but those taco shells are highly processed. Those burrito wraps are highly processed, and they're loaded with carbs.
And that's the thing, people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do watch my carbs, but they don't understand it's still calories in everything else you're eating too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes, it's calories in, calories out.
Do you know how many calories?
Well,
you still have to watch your calorie intake.
Yes, and you need the carbs. Your body needs the carbs to process all the proteins and everything else and balance it out.
Right.
So when you do, because I did low carb, I did Atkins for like probably 4 years, and I mean the strict Atkins. I did like less than 25 carbs a day for years.
Me too.
Years. And this was back before there was really a bunch of low carb products. So we were always searching for stuff that was low carb and anywhere we could cheat, because even lettuce has carbs, dear God, So she wasn't getting the concept of, the low carb. She just wasn't getting it. Oh, I'm doing low carb. But yeah, it is, uh, a gram of fat is just the same as a gram of anything else. It's whatever the calories are. And once you cut your calories, you lose weight. And no shade to her, but whatever she goes, well, she got really defensive and mad. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on the last year. And I said, well, you know what? She did accuse people of not caring. I know for a fact people reached out to her because I saw them. They were leaving messages on some of her last lives. Hey, girl, are you okay? Hey, what's going on? So, plenty of people reached out to her. And I even recall Annie saying she reached out to her.
I emailed her. Yes.
Yeah. So, nobody got a response. And I thought it was kind of coincidental that Candy does this blind reaction to one of her older videos, I thought. And the very next day she was back. I was like, huh, how convenient was that kind of? So I thought that was a little bit odd. But you couldn't help but notice how heavy she had gotten. And it's not weight or anything like that, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I thought maybe she was pregnant and that she had just gained a lot of weight because she was pregnant. Well, then she kept talking, but she got defensive the other night saying, you don't know what's going on. Well, maybe not, but honey, it doesn't matter. Whatever medically is going on, your body holding all that weight is bad. It's bad regardless of what's going on. So, your doctors and your team needs to be helping you with that aspect of it too.
And I'm sorry. She was, when I was on her panel last night, she said she had talked to her doctor, whatever, because of the weight she had gained. They don't want to retest her for her heart, whatever. I find that very odd because, again, I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be, but I just know somebody that swollen, again, and I'm not talking bad about Tula, I'm just, but she is very swollen. Her arm and her hand, to me, that's a red flag.
It is.
I would be scared.
And I would bet Annie and Kate and other Kate that she's got fatty liver disease and she's diabetic.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, she did. She just doesn't look well. She kind of like Bounty. That's all anybody's really generally said as, people. I don't know Law. I'm sorry. I don't follow her anymore. I tried, but that just did not work for me. But, she just looks unwell. And, whatever's going on, I hope it's nothing serious for her. But I remember years ago her saying that she was having heart issues and stuff. So that can't have gotten any better. She's really young, isn't she?
She's not even 30 yet.
Oh, God. See? And now I would have guessed in her 40s. I honestly would have.
And she's mouth breathing. So, she's got to take in extra oxygen. So she's got her mouth open.
Yes,
Watch her next time.
I don't know much about
it. But, whatever, regardless of what's going on, it she doesn't need to be eating 2 or 3 fast food meals at lunch. And, the calories that she's got to be putting in, I just, it would be sad if something happened to her because nobody wants anything to happen to anybody on YouTube. Come on.
No.
But, these are just
the big girls,
Right.
Look at Hungry Fat Chick and what happened to Jen.
Right, exactly. And so you can't help it when, she comes on camera and a year later she looks so drastically different. You can't help but notice it. You can't help but comment about it. I don't think anybody's meant it to be bad. But, and I think it was somebody in the chat that said 2 cheeseburgers from a heart attack. I don't know. But, I don't think it was anybody.
I
wasn't.
Oh, Annie said it?
Annie said it.
I said it. But again,
throwing Annie under the bus.
But that's just how I talk. I didn't mean to hurt. Listen, I talk a lot of shit. You guys know this. I never meant to hurt her feelings, though. That's the difference. I didn't. You know what I mean? I know it sounds terrible me saying that. I get it. I own it. But that's how I talk.
But
I say that shit about myself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, true, and but it wasn't meant, like you said, it wasn't meant like that, and she took it like that. But I just don't get it. I don't understand where she's coming from, because it was just some shade back and forth, big deal.
Yes, and when we were to, and again, I know I sound like a broken record. I've repeated myself over and hoping that she'll like get it through her head, her thick skin. But just because I was like mentioning things does not mean I had beef with her. I don't have any beef with. Well, I didn't until she started going on. Like I had no issues with her.
Right.
I was talking about facts. This is what, I don't know. I still, like I said, I don't think I did anything wrong. I still don't. I stand by.
No.
I did not mean to hurt her feelings, though. That I did not mean to do.
I'll be right back.
Listen, Annie. When I go to a wedding reception, I always say I'm always 2 drinks shy of making a fool out of myself on the dance floor. So I got your analogy. I didn't personally take it that you were being insulting to her. It's a saying.
It is like, and I truly, like I said, I say that shit about my own self. Like,
Well, yeah.
My mouth. We all know, guys. My mouth is gonna get me in trouble one day. I know this.
Exactly. I have to be supervised when I go to a wedding reception, because there'll be inappropriate comments to the best man, and more than likely I'll be puking in the nearest potted swamp.
Wait. I have to tell you guys. Listen, talk about a wedding. I did that. Rochelle. Oh my God. I went to her brother's son's wedding. And oh my God, her and Rochelle's sister-in-law. Now mind you, she's very thin. What do I do? Not meaning it in a bad way, but I'm like, oh, you're so skinny. Not meaning it that way, but that's how I said it. And then I thought about it after, and I go, oh my God, why would you say that to her? Like, even thin people get offended,
Yeah, they do.
Because she was very, she didn't look good. And I mean, I didn't mean it. Well, I guess I did mean it that way, but I didn't mean for it to come out that way. So yeah, see, I don't do that.
In line there is truth.
I was a bridesmaid before. This was, God, when I was back in college. So I was 3 sheets gone, and
You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say. I came out of the bathroom with my dress stuck in my pantyhose. Just walking around with my ass hanging out.
That's hysterical.
Oh dear. Thank God that's never happened to me. Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't underwear and tucked in. I was late for work. This is back in early 90s, I think. I was late for work. I got dressed really quickly, ran out, caught the elevator. There was about 3 or 4 people in there, and I always wedged myself into the back, and I could feel that there was something in my pants, by the leg, and I was going, what the hell? And I get my hand. I started to discreetly bend over to pull. I pulled out my bra. It was static string from the laundry. Pulling out. Oh dear! That was the longest elevator ride in history.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, we all have our
moments. Anyway. Oh my Lord.
Yeah,
So,
we're all adults, and if we want to go somewhere plastered or come on panel, we can.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, what do we say here? I had that happen with a pair of undies. Probably more common than I think it is.
Yeah, because it does get stuck to your clothes when you have all that static.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. I just, well, there, you learn.
Yep. But yeah, I think that was probably the most embarrassing moment I ever had was coming out of that bathroom.
Oh, I've had many of
Oh God,
those.
I've had quite a few. I can't even. Yeah.
Oh my God. Because nobody could even say anything to me because they were laughing so hard they couldn't breathe.
That's not nice. Aw.
Because, they were all friends and I would have laughed my ass off.
Yep.
If,
No mercy in your group of friends.
no.
Oh, that's okay. And Kate, are you back?
Oh yes, I'm here. I
Oh,
was just saying the static is so bad this time of year. I've shocked the baby cat a couple times, and he just looks at me like,
what did I?
"Bitch, that hurt." I'm like, "I'm sorry, little man. Oh my goodness." We got to pick him up and kiss him and stuff because I shocked the shit out of him. He walked up to me and just touched me and I just went zap. I'm like, oh, poor little man.
Oh,
Oh, goodness. I'm mean. Oh, my goodness.
Uh, okay, I guess we should do a little react to this video.
yes, because I
Yeah.
haven't
Uh,
seen
I
it.
speeded it up. There, let me know if it's too fast. Um, and also a cringe alert. There
Okay.
is meditation music and birdies.
Okay.
So
I
just
think
wanted
they're
to
all.
yeah. Okay. Let me get to and
It's been like 2 months since I did like an exposed video or addressing any drama that's been going on YouTube. And
I'm sorry about the birds.
I've been so silent for so long, and I'm not gonna like continue making videos like this. It's just something that I just have to get off my chest. So, and I'm sorry if I sound kind of like down or anything like that, but I'm both depressed.
He's depressed.
Plus, I've been suffering with kidney stones for the past 3 days now. And I hope that I can say all I have to say without like my words being twisted around to look like I'm like seeking for attention or stirring the pot.
Yeah, we can definitely say he's seeking attention.
Of course.
Or anything like that, because that's the total opposite of what I'm trying to do right now. All I'm trying to do right now is trying to make peace with everyone. Okay. I want to start off by addressing Munching and Chatting, aka Annie, and MT Mukbang Terminator, aka Ricky, Candy Morgan. I don't know if Rochelle has been talking about. Well, maybe she was, maybe she wasn't, but I don't really know about Kathy C. But I've heard people.
And me? I would need receipts, sir. I need them immediately.
Telling me that her and her community has been also talking about both Melody and I. Like I think it was like about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Melody made a video that had nothing at all to do with Annie or MP or anyone else. She made a video regarding our friend. I'll just say the names because I'm not like a person who's going to be like, I'm not going to say the names because people have to know what Melody's video was really about. She was.
Now, was this about her apartment video or is it about a video I missed?
I
I
don't
missed.
know. I'm confused now.
I have no idea. It could be about something 10 years ago.
I'm a little lost.
Yeah, yeah. So that was me too. I was going, huh? All right. Okay.
You're not alone. We're all lost.
Defending our friend,
Huh?
Captain Crunch. The video was made about him and Rob, aka the Devil's Artist. And they have been going like back and forth and having issues. So Melody was just trying to like make a peaceful video so all of the fighting between them would stop.
Okay, so this must have been a live of hers.
I
I
think
think
I
they did
remember
it.
her making a video about the hate and blah blah blah. Yes, she did make a video. I remember that.
Okay.
Butting her nose.
But I'm guessing that
Sorry, Annie, say?
Oh, sorry. No, her butting her nose into drama that doesn't involve her.
Well, of course. How many people do
Yeah.
we know do that?
Oh, gee.
True enough.
No, I know.
me and MP maybe thought that she was talking about you because she didn't like mention any names like that. But no, it wasn't about you guys. But oh my God, instead of you guys like coming to us or private messaging one of us, me or Melody, and asking us what the hell is going on, we haven't been talking about you. Why are you bringing up the past or starting drama again? No, you guys just decided to like started making live streams and making really nasty.
Who? Who? Who was making live streams? I'm confused.
Nobody I know
Nobody?
of has been talking
I
about
don't
them.
think I don't think I did. I go live. I don't even remember.
No.
I mean, I talk shit.
Well, I've
I
caught most of
remember.
your lives, Danny, and you never mentioned.
Like it's. Yeah, like I think I would have remembered that.
No, you didn't. You just throw shade. That's all I've heard.
Well, exactly. You mentioned somebody in passing, and all of a sudden it's just like a crime.
I don't remember a whole video. Is that what they mean?
I think I would have remembered that. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard a whole video on them. Ever.
No.
That's very strange. Okay.
I could have made a community post to tell her to shut the fuck up. Maybe, who knows?
Post about Mel.
Sorry.
And I think they get confused on throwing shade and being like bullying.
Yes.
There is a
Oh,
difference.
definitely. A big difference.
Calling them out on their stupidity is not bullying.
Exactly.
It's not. I'm sorry. Just like this video. Us talking about this video, that's not bullying. This is
No.
This is reacting. And only because you threw my name in here. No. You don't get away with that. If you're going to start
Exactly.
doing something, you need to provide receipts.
Put up or shut
Melody and
up.
myself, and like teasing Melody about her thinning hair, calling her baldo, making fun of her wigs. We all know that Melody has thinning hair because she had cancer, and that baldo, 2 strands, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, my medical professionals.
Okay.
Doesn't hair usually grow back after?
Okay. I'll answer this one.
Yes, please.
Yes. What I have seen, that was my very first job, was oncology. Now, what I have seen is yes, and it sometimes comes back different. Like if people have straight hair, it might come back curly, it might come back a different shade, and then it also may not come back. Okay? So,
Okay.
yeah, you may have problems from that. And that is like, I don't think anybody, when shade gets thrown back and forth, I mean, look at all the shit we've been called.
Right. Who cares?
That's the thing, right?
Who
We have
cares if somebody
vile.
calls it 2 strands?
I mean,
It's
it's just
not hurting her.
it's kind of like you have to just let it go
Hell, I'm
at
2
some
feet.
point. I mean, so yes, there's a possibility that it could not come back after if she had. I don't know what her history is. I don't know if she had radiation or just chemo. I don't know. It can affect everyone differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people don't even lose hair with
That's
chemo
correct.
treatment.
That's correct. And some people, yes, it comes back. It doesn't come back the correct way. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, nobody cares about her thinning hair. People only say it to trigger her.
Oh,
No
yeah.
one cares about her hair.
Exactly. They know you're reactive, Melody. That's why we do it.
Right.
Right.
Nobody
And
cares.
she put out there too that, well, now after whatever happened to her, she can't sleep in a bed. She has to sleep in a recliner. So she didn't think that was going to be discussed or somebody was going to have something negative to say. Of course they do. People get, for one, a lot of the people they don't like. Crazy was really bad at this. She'd just be going off on a tangent, and I'm reading the chat. She accused people later of saying shit when it wasn't even the right person that she's accusing.
Right.
So it's just like, and plus it's a troll. Again, with everybody on these, married play, everybody, she thinks everybody's a troll. Oh, that's a troll account. That's a troll account. It probably is, but it's none of us. Again, we're strong enough people that I'm sorry, if I'm going to say something, you're going to know I'm going to say it. I would have commented on their video, but I'm blocked. I've been blocked by them for years.
Yeah.
So miss me. I don't care. I don't care that they've blocked me. But, if you're going to put it out there, people are going to have an opinion. I'm sorry if you don't like my opinion. I'm not really. I'm not really that sorry, but but hey, I mean, if when you want to say you don't like my opinion, fine, but don't sit there with the sad music and oh, you vain, oi, yeah, stop, you know.
Yeah, the ambient music in the background always, and the only time I've ever directly commented on her video was that ridiculous weight loss one.
And that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago when she so photoshopped and blurred any character out of herself.
Yeah.
She had no wrinkles. She had, these skinny stick arms, which working in the background, which happens when you Photoshop.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Even
she put her head on.
Called out on that shit,
Right.
So you're in good company.
Yeah, because she put her head on somebody else's body, and I'm like, come and go. Who's that? Like, who is that? Like, whose head is that? Even? I'm like, that's freaking me out. Who is that? And they're like, well, that's him. I'm like, huh? No, that's not her, huh? What?
and the fact that I wasn't really mean about it. I did say, if you really lost weight, congratulations, that's awesome. Why don't you show us the real pictures?
Exactly.
Well,
That's all I said. And then she went off, and I was enemy number one because I called her out on a Photoshop.
Right.
Well, we all know I've met Melody in person.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
No, I've met her. She's, but I have to say, a lot of you know this. I didn't recognize her when I first seen her. I walked right by her. She does not look like she does on YouTube in real life. She doesn't. She does use filters, and I'm not saying she was adorable. Like, I'm not even trying to talk bad about her. She was adorable, but she looks nothing in person like she does on YouTube. I literally walked right by her.
Yep. Photoshop filters, all that crap.
And Melody, don't come for me. I do believe you've lost weight, so don't come for me. I'm not. She's gonna.
Of course, she's gonna come.
Jesus, I'm gonna have about 5 more videos made about me that I'm bullying.
Oh, well, I'm sure. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just like, stop. And everybody wants to know what spin the wacko wheel. So that's what I mean. It's like, who are we gonna get today?
This is
Who
true.
are we getting today? And then it's been quiet from the one wacko. And what was? Excuse me, Miss Thing, if you're listening, which I know you're glued to your phone, your burner phones, however many you have. Did you accidentally hit the wrong button today? Because you went live for like 5 seconds. Wonder what was that about? I hope you're enjoying having to pay for all that monitoring.
Yes. And all those
that.
changing videos have been sent off to the proper place. So yeah.
That gotta admit, it's a classic move until she spoke. Oh my goodness, I love it. Even people that don't know her walked by and went, "Oh please, that is so her. Stop." But and then the comical thing is she thinks she's fooling people. But you're right. Okay.
Alana's representative.
That was hysterical.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh, you mean the what was her name?
Exactly, Kate.
Sarah Hampton.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I'm back on track. Sorry.
Oh, dear. That was so fun.
The Newell, that's Newell and Boyd. I was like, oh, stop. And then the very end, the kicker, have a nice day. Or no, she goes, have a good day.
Oh, yeah, she did that too.
Have a good day. It's like, wow, who was that, I wonder?
Hey, I can't lie. I was so happy when I seen that she
Me
was
too.
making
Me
videos.
too.
I was like, yes.
I'll sage later, everybody. It's okay. We'll send them to their corners. It's like, oh my God.
Sarah of the
I'm
Ham.
reveling in the peace, going, oh, it's so quiet. It's so nice. I love it. And then I can just play at my leisure the fun stuff of hearing her have a warrant for her arrest. I'm sorry, that's my favorite. That will live in infamy forever. I don't care what happens, but that was the best. And other than that, it was so quiet and
It
calm.
was quiet, but I gotta say, the going to Chicago was
That
Oh,
was the
oh,
best.
that was beautiful.
that was one of my favorites.
I love Latanya
Yeah.
calling her out, sitting in her car.
Ladies,
waiting
I'm
for
going
the
to hop
pull-up.
off.
Bye, Munchie.
Thank you for having
Bye,
me.
Annie.
Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so I loved Latanya out in her car waiting for the pull up. I just, it's beautiful.
I mean, to take the time to actually go to the airport, it was just beautiful. It really was.
And that's just it. I mean, oh my God, the lengths that she would go through to do this crazy shit. And it's just like, oh my God, if that were my husband would have looked at me and said, have a nice Uber. And he wouldn't be anywhere near any of that stuff. He would have me committed himself. He'd be like, have a nice day, honey. We'll see you in a few years when you feel better, okay? He never would have done that. That's why everybody said there's, something, she's got something over him somehow. So, and I firmly believe that because I just, and you never know. I could be totally wrong. That's just my opinion. Sail
Mhm.
away with it. I don't care.
Well, of course, of course. Oh well, let's get on with the silly
Yes.
video.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
No. This is good.
It's gotten so old, and people, you have to stop because can you imagine if like you had cancer or some sort of disease, like you had to amputate an arm or a leg, or you had thinning hair or anything like that, and people be teasing you about it? How would that make you feel? I know it would make me feel horrible.
Well, I don't. Well, I can't talk personally on that. Was she teased about having cancer, or was she teased about faking cancer?
I don't know. I don't know if she had cancer or not. I don't remember personally, seeing people bully her about having had cancer. I think, they did the hair and stuff because, um, I don't even know how that got started with the hair, but
Mhm.
so I don't think that she got, at least from the people I knew of or I knew about, it wasn't about the cancer part of it. Because, nobody, cancer is horrible for anybody. Nobody would wish cancer on anybody
No, of
ever.
course not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So I don't know where she would come up that she was bullied about having cancer. No. Now, I don't know if she was ever accused of faking it. I can't really remember. Even somebody that may have been around longer than me might. I don't know. But I don't think that, she faked her cancer. I mean, I would hope not, because that's the last thing I would have even known about. But just I think that she was famous, and who knows, nobody would have even, she was wearing wigs and stuff. Who cares? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Cares about-
Who cares about wearing wigs? Wigs are fun. Hey.
Mhm. Yeah.
Everybody wears some full-headed people with natural hair wear
Exactly.
wigs.
Right. So, I don't know if, and I don't really recall anybody making fun of her wigs, just that, again, the shade. I'm sure trolls came in just like with anybody else and said, uh, about the dollar store extensions or probably some stuff like that, maybe. I don't know. But I never witnessed that. And me personally, I don't ever remember calling her names about her hair. Have I called her a bitch? You bet I have. I've called her a bitch many times. But
Mm.
I don't know that I've made fun of her appearance. So, and if I did, I'm sorry. I would never have done that to be hurtful to someone. But, again, when you're throwing some shade and when they've said some pretty nasty stuff themselves
Mm-hmm.
and been involved, they've been involved ass deep in some shady shit. They have, both of them.
Okay.
And they just don't want to own up to it. So they want to sit back and look like they're the perpetual victims. They've never done a thing wrong. They're squeaky straight. That's not true. Again, all I have to do is bring up that he has to have a shade channel to go after somebody. Really? And like Annie said, that's not the first one. He's had many of them before. And quite honestly, he's probably not supposed to be on YouTube. I think some of those channels have been flagged and terminated. So he really shouldn't even be on YouTube. So he shouldn't be talking.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
probably not
remember
monetized. That is views. Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing. They want to sit behind the scenes and pretend like, oh, we don't do anything wrong. Shame on you people for doing this. They've done plenty.
Time with our friends, talking on Instagram.
Say again?
No, I've just said they've done plenty. They can't sit there and pretend like they're squeaky clean and innocent.
Yeah, and doing their own thing, and no. I may not be up in all the lore, but I could. And I bet there's dozens of people that would say, I remember when they did this. So they're out there. You start making yourself squeaky clean, there's going to be somebody out there with, nope.
A sponge.
Nope. Yep. Opening the closet to all the bad things. So you be aware of that.
Yeah.
Chats and all that kind of stuff. And I have no idea why some people, I'll just mention that person's name, that High Seas Ahead, now they changed the name to H.
There you go, High Seas Ahead. You're on.
SA. Why does this person always have to go running to Munching and Chatting and Jenny Productions and Mukbang Terminator, or wherever she runs to, and she's like telling everyone every single thing that we're doing. And I'm thinking to myself, why the heck would any of them care? Because we have no beef with them. Sister Annie.
Do I need to answer that out loud?
Exactly.
Okay.
Auntie, and even you, Jenny, we have no beefs with you at all right now. So I just hope that this High Seas Ahead person cuts their crap already, because all they're doing is just making things worse. You guys can be talking about food or like another content creator, and that High Seas Ahead just has to bring our names up. For what reason? I have no idea. It's like they're totally obsessed with us. And then I know it's on one of Munching and Chatting's community.
Well, maybe she does it because she's trolling you.
Well, exactly. And again, and High Seas, I know you're in the chat. Don't take this the wrong way, but we don't know who High Seas is. And yeah, they've said some controversial things, and we're pretty clear now about what's cool and what's not. And they can have an opinion, but I don't know who they are. And so, yeah, they've been referred to as a troll account, just for the simple fact. I think people throw that out in general when you don't know someone and they've had a little bit of a past. That's how you label them. So, you have to separate who you're upset with. And that's the thing too. The other chat lately, she's been like getting all upset. Oh, well, calling Candy every troll in the book. No, Candy's not going to take the time to do that. She's not going to really troll you that much. Give me a break. And plus, I don't know if they realize how many clone accounts there are of Candy Morgan. Holy Jesus.
Yep.
There's a lot.
There's many.
I've always felt bad for her about that because, thank goodness now at least mods can check. And as far as I'm concerned, there should be no question anymore because there's usually plenty of mods in the chat that can at least click on it and go, yep, that's Candy. So, I mean, how hard is that? But that still, the clones come in and get blended. And then the person, they're just walking along and somebody comes up, chucks a rock at them. How dare you say that? And they're like, huh? What are you talking about? I didn't say it. So, there's so many clone accounts out there and so many people that want to stir the pot. That's what they do. That's what they do. So again, don't stick people's names in your titles that haven't even done anything.
Yeah,
So
and
again, you
yeah,
wanted to
this,
open
this
the can of worms, open it.
yeah, that's baiting. You're baiting people by having their name in your title section, and then hashtag piece, hashtag video. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so irritating. And and that was one thing that happened with Crazy too last summer. As she's like reporting people that, oh, they're threatening to kill my dog officer and all this other stuff. No, that was a troll account. I have all the screenshots of it. We had no idea who this person was. None. And they really haven't even been seen since either, because that's what they're there to do, stir the pot. She accused someone else of saying it when no, they had nothing to do with it. He never said it, as usual. And she was like crying to people that, oh, that's what they were going to claim to kill my dogs, officer. No, that's not true. And she went real life then too with that crap. So, again, a lot of these people can sit down with, what they want to do. And, I will say it, Melody, you should be ashamed of yourself. Who you hooked up with to choose to support, you should be ashamed of yourself because of the simple fact, I'm just going to say, Mama Didi. That lady was always the nicest lady in chat. She never had a bad thing to say about anybody. And what those two did and said, and if they could have taken it real life, they would have. But the things that they said that came out of both those women's mouths were horrific.
Yep.
And yet you're right over there encouraging them. So
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
down with that. Sit
You
down with
lose
that.
your
That
victim
got me.
status and card or whatever by the people that you try to recruit, for lack of a better word.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Because, excuse me, and Fan doesn't know. I'm sure he doesn't, but he probably doesn't care because he's trolling too. It doesn't matter. But, if he all knew what she said about him in the past, he'd be like, really? That's interesting. So, but the only reason she's over there is because Fan's going at, Jenny a little bit. So, oh well. They both know that they're trolling each other. So it is what it is.
Right.
But she has to run over there and try to insert herself, just like with these videos. He knew none of us have been doing anything like this. Like I said, the most we ever said about him a couple weeks ago, even then maybe, was it's really silly, which I'm sorry, it is, that you want to sit there and duh this and duh that and duh. People don't talk like that, Eddie. Let's be real, honey. Okay?
Yeah.
Exactly. And you type it. It's embarrassing. Stop it. I'm just going to tell you, it's cringy and it's weird. So stop it. You're never going to be Johnny Depp or any part like him. So, you can stop with the duh and the duh and the duh and bra and this. It's stupid. I don't give a shit if you live in paradise. It's stupid and it's embarrassing. Stop it. And I was nicer about it the last time I talked about this. And that's all it was. It brought it up because to me it's cringy. To a lot of other people it's cringy. And I'm just mentioning it. So I'm sorry you don't like it. And I'm sorry you don't like my opinion. But oh well. It's my opinion. Whatever.
It's
Make
your
a video about me. I don't care. Wouldn't be the first time.
And would we care?
now.
Post.
Oh, go
There were
ahead.
like 30, and I'm not exaggerating. People can go back and look at I think it was a week post. There's like 30 freaking comments from the High Seas Ahead just bashing away, saying all kind of hateful things about me and Melody, and we don't even know who the High Seas Ahead person is. That High Seas Ahead person can be so evil.
So evil? Well, how about not reacting to her or him?
Or I'm sorry, that block button works wonders if it's bothering you that bad.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
block-
That's what it's there for. So,
I mean, we've
Evil,
all had
so
nasty
vulgar.
trolls.
I'm sorry, Kate.
Exactly,
What?
Kate.
I'm sorry. We've all had nasty trolls. I mean, I had one say something about my son's limbs getting away, you know?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it really made me mad. But you know what? After that, it was dropped. Everybody has had trolls, period.
yep.
Yep.
And I don't, for the vast majority of them, react to them.
No. No. We've had some pretty interesting accounts created. So,
Sure did.
there's yeah, we've had a few interesting ones. So, it is what it is. And sometimes you just sit back and go, oh God, really? So it's just stupid. It really is stupid at this point. And if somebody, you can't sit there and say, well, I know it's you sending me pizzas. That Mary thought Candy's sending her pizzas. It's like, that's ridiculous.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
seriously, come
I don't even
on.
think that really happened. You got to show receipts when people start. "Oh, somebody's sending me pizzas. Well, I want to see the pizzas.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
sorry. I want to
Well, yeah.
see.
Right. And and there's only so many pizza places that would deliver, say, to my home. I would just be calling the pizza places going, okay, look, you know, and that's all you need to do.
Right.
Or just
So,
one.
the
It's that easy.
what the drama of it is just, and I have a feeling she heard that from another creator that happened to him supposedly not long ago, that somebody was sending him pizzas and supposedly it was this person and that person, who cares? But, I'm sorry, if you're going to send me a pizza, I can't imagine with the way it is when I get on and order a pizza or call for a pizza, I have to give my name, my phone number,
Yes.
you know when the pizza's coming, that kind of stuff. So I've never had anybody just randomly pick up a phone because they have caller ID now. Almost every pizza place I know has caller ID. So
Right.
they're going to be asking me a question or verifying, well, if this is you, Mrs. Waxlover, why are you calling from a different number? So there would be kind of some questioning, especially if it happened once. You could bet the same pizza place is not going to lose money, because I'm sorry, getting a pizza these days is $30. So they're not going to be going, oh, well, let's just take another pizza out there again and have it be, some crazy person delivering them a pizza, and it's not paid for.
That's the thing. Who really does that anymore? Everybody pays up front.
You
But I,
do. You have to pay up front, Kate. Every time I've ever ordered a pizza, if I order it on my desktop, you put in PayPal and off I go. I
yeah.
mean, that's how we pay for it. I've never paid at the door, especially with COVID and stuff.
Nope.
We're lucky that they leave it on the front porch and don't run away. It's just like, okay, thanks. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to do that these days. So I highly doubt that on all ends of that story.
Pepperoni, please. Nova.
Wow. Okay.
And so disgusting, and I can't understand why anyone would continue letting her comment on their videos or post or even join their live streams, because she has said so many disgusting things about Melody, calling her like a gutted pig and teasing her because she can't have children because she had to have the hysterectomy because of her cancer, and talking about our moms, TikTok, they're gonna be dead soon. We know our moms are getting old, and we know that their time is coming soon.
Well, I gotta say that's mean, but if you dish it, you gotta take it.
You don't have to remind us, and when that day comes, it's going to be one of the hardest times in our life. And I know a lot of people, including Annie and all the other people who lost their parents, know exactly how we're going to feel when we lose ours. Okay.
Okay. Was that? I don't know.
Wait, who's he talking about?
I'm not even sure what that was about. Is he telling us that, is this the adult version of when I die there'll be sorry? I don't know. I don't know why even bringing up parental death. I mean, I've lost both my parents are gone now.
Right, me too. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand any of it because, for one, it was just a little bit of shade. He's so proud of his throwing shade and stuff that he has to have his own shade channel to do it. And it's had several. Again, that's creepy to me too. I mean, what? Are you afraid to say it as yourself? I mean, is that the problem? Because, I don't have a problem saying it. And, to me, that's just, the people that, do their stuff and delete. Now, some people I do understand why they have to, because there's certain people out there that are just absolutely nutballs, and you have to at this point to protect your channel. So I understand that. But just the run-of-the-mill stuff, usually you delete when you know that you've, said something inappropriate or you shouldn't. So, she's deleted lives lately. So again, nobody wants shade, and I get it, Melody. I get, shade is shade, whatever. But honestly, if you're that sensitive where you have to say, oh my God, I'm being bullied every day, bullied, you're not being bullied, Melody. If it's out there, it's going to get talked about. And when you make little silly videos like this, then you're going to get a reaction.
God, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, Bounty had his own issues with pizza. All right.
Call me paid Ed, Chomo Ed, creepy Ed, disgusting Ed. Just because I had an innocent child who was a subscriber of mine who would leave comments because they would love Elvis Presley and do comment on my channel, and I'll tell them thank you and all that kind of stuff. But no, people have to make it like we had like a thing going. Oh, that is so freaking disgusting. I hate to even think about it. But
well, you kind of did.
Okay. Well, yeah, and the thing about that is, who knows what was said behind the scenes, but there clearly were behind the scenes conversations with both of them. Melody talked to her too. They said it. They said they did. And again, she had to eventually change her channel to a different channel name because people were going to contact this kid's parents. It was that serious. Because it was creepy. I'm sorry, it was creepy. And the thing, nobody accused him of doing anything inappropriate, but what was inappropriate was him having conversations with someone he clearly knew was only 11 years old. I don't care if she's commenting on your videos. I don't care whatever. There's a difference between somebody commenting on your videos and you replying to you being friends. You sent her into a grown-ups chat because she was mad they were dissing you. So this is an 11-year-old kid. Nobody should have to tell you that that was inappropriate. So yes, that was inappropriate. And I know because I was there and I saw it. I was there. So you can't change that story. But again, people got upset with Melody because we were like, Melody, what are you guys not getting? Having any kind of friendship or type of way with an 11-year-old girl on YouTube that is a stranger, it's inappropriate. So that was the message people were trying to get across. And yes, he did, because when she changed her channel name, he put a comment on the video. That's okay, just message me what it is. Okay, well, if you're not speaking to each other behind the scenes, why would you say that?
Why would you be messaging with an 11-year-old?
Exactly. And again, it doesn't matter if it was about the weather. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate, period. That was my point all along. It still is my point to this day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it was about. Nobody's going to be able to twist that, because that's what it was about for me. I think that's what it was about for a lot of people, that there was any type of verbiage, behind the scenes is inappropriate. And they had this friendship. They were very proud. Oh, well, we have a friendship. So no, it's no, you don't have a friendship.
Not with an
So
11-year-old, you don't.
exactly. So I don't understand what people thought that was rocket science, because no, that was not appropriate.
Just odd, yeah. And to bring it up and brushing it off so lightly.
Well, yeah,
Any.
like we made
Say
it
that.
up. Like, people made it up that he spoke to this child. No, nobody made it up. Well, I was there. A lot of us were there. So miss me with that.
Yeah.
I was having private conversations with her, and I'm like grooming her and all that kind of stuff. And that has gotten so beyond all. You people have to stop, unless you guys have actual proof that you could show everyone that I have like a record of being a pedophile or have done anything wrong on top of YouTube. You guys have to stop, okay?
Just because you didn't get caught doesn't mean you're not one.
And nobody ever, I don't,
So
no,
No,
go
go
ahead.
on.
No, I was just going to say,
that brings me.
nobody really ever accused him of, having a sexual relationship with her. It's just that, it's inappropriate for a grown man of 50 some years old to be having conversations with an 11-year-old girl. That's what it
Private
all comes down
conversation.
to.
Yeah.
And he's putting it as a sexual type thing. Well, why are you doing that, Eddie? Why are you twisting?
And you're going a little overboard with the defending part.
That's
If you didn't approach her or say anything inappropriate, then you should have shut up. Said no, I didn't, and moved.
And then why is this 11-year-old coming to his defense in some grown man's chat?
That's right.
Wasn't like it was like later at night. Because Red did not. I mean, Red was famous for starting his streams at 10 o'clock at night. You'd be like, oh my God, Lord, man, dude, But that's just when he got done with whatever he's doing, and he was going live then. So this, and it was on a weekend, dude. I do believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. But still, regardless, what's an 11-year-old coming in and again, you got to have a little kid white knight for you now too, because clearly they sent her there because how else would she have known about him? Clearly.
Yeah. And this wasn't like a troll, because I'm kind of confused on this one, but this wasn't like a troll posing as a child. This was actually a child, right?
No, this was a kid. She first started off with another kid. Okay, because when we would see, because somebody brought it up, and somebody went over and looked and saw the comments and clicked on the channel, and yes, it went back to 2 young girls. And, they just like were having fun on YouTube. I think half the time, I don't think their parents knew what they were up to, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So then it kind of, ended up being, the one girl kind of, slacked off a little bit, and the one girl stayed, and she was making comments, yes, on some of his Elvis videos. Okay, no big deal. Right. But, how would they even know how old she was unless they reached out to her at some point? Well, we figured it out too, how old she was. And we're like, huh. And again, it came out as, this is inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's fine if a kid comments on, because you don't have control of that. I get that. Whoever wants, if a kid came on and commented on Kathy's video, nice video, and they were a younger person, fine. We say, oh, wait, thank you and have a nice day. That's the end of it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's where it should be, the end of it. But how are you befriending an 11-year-old little girl, both of you?
Yeah.
And they can't understand that that's not appropriate behavior for adults.
Exactly. And that young girl that came on my chat, I did tell her this was going to be adult conversation. And I think she said something else, and I haven't heard from her since. So I'm assuming that the content we were talking about had no interest to her. So.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a mother, I would flip out. So that's all I got to say about that.
Exactly, Kate. And then again, later on, when this kind of progressed and we saw the little girl went live a couple times, like from her bedroom, sneaking around, and live with her parents sitting in the living room. And the parents were clearly, not engaged. Maybe that's the way to put it with her.
Okay.
She was kind of like the fly on the wall, basically. I felt sorry for the kid, honestly. But, hey, it is what it is. But again, she got upset, that, she's trying to defend them. Oh, no, we're just friends. And, and it's just like what they were missing the big picture here. And it wasn't that nobody was accusing anybody of inappropriate behavior, really, but it was just inappropriate for the conversations to even be happening.
Okay.
And that's what they weren't understanding. They were getting all defensive. Well, she's just a fan. She's a friend. No, she's an 11-year-old kid on YouTube. So
Yeah.
again, and I didn't understand Melody either. What Melody didn't get about that. It's just like, you guys, we shouldn't be having to explain to you guys that that's not okay. It's inappropriate. So that's where I took offense at it. But, he claimed that, he wasn't speaking to her behind the scenes, but then clearly he slipped when she changed her channel, and, she just said, I'm changing my channel. I'm going to delete my channel because this is all going on, because the kid evidently got, behind the scenes attacked. I don't know about that part because I never had any contact with the child or anything to do with it. But, she had to make a whole new channel, and he was going to ask for it, but they didn't want to put it out in public, so people would continue to go and hound her for whatever reason. They were trolls, probably, as we all know how trolls are. But so all his response was, that's okay, just message it to me. So how would, how, if you're not talking behind the scenes, how would she message you? So again,
okay.
Yeah, don't fib. You got caught red-handed saying that and then try to roll it back. No. And again, I can't prove that right now. I'm gonna have to go back and look, because God knows, Lord, I take a bazillion screenshots. So I probably have it, because I'm sure I screenshotted it for purposes that we used back then. So, but and I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying that was inappropriate for an adult to talk to a minor. That was my point. I never accused him of anything or said anything. All I said was that was inappropriate. And I was even back then, I said it out loud. I said it at Reds many times. Whenever it came up, that's all I had to say about it was inappropriate.
Okay. I get it. I never understood it. I didn't ask, so there's my answer. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Kate,
Yeah.
did you want to address Mel's comment?
Oh, let me see it, I guess.
I put it on
Okay.
Melody, I don't really care. That was years ago. But you guys are bringing that shit up in a video. So yeah, I'm going to address it. No, I don't care if you put it up or not. He spoke to her privately. Maybe you don't know this. And again, I can't prove it right now, but I saw it with my own eyes. So that's kind of enough for me right now, until I can go back and maybe find the screenshot, because I probably did. And all I ever said, you can call me a liar all you want, I said that was inappropriate for him to be speaking on a kid. Now, you knew she went to Red's Live. You should have stopped her right away. And what happened after that? It all blew up. That bullshit blew up because people really found out how old that kid was, and then the concerns went off and rolling. So don't even try to backpedal that out and say, oh, well, she followed me there. I don't care. I don't care how she got there. She got there. And when she changed, do you remember her having to create a whole new channel because the heat? Well, she claimed that I'm going to leave YouTube, or she's going to make a whole new channel. Well, they didn't want the channel link to come out so people would not know. So he said, that's okay, just message it to me. Well, okay. Explain that, please, then. Come on in and explain that. I'd love to know that, since we're digging shit up from years ago. That wasn't even brought up. I never said anything about that. You guys did, and you're lumping everybody together with stuff that's been said. No. So get it right, Melody. Don't twist it. Don't twist it. I'm not going to have that.
Okay. Yeah, no. Question asked,
I was
question
there.
answered.
Yep, I was
Yep.
there.
True.
Yeah, nobody, exactly, Rochelle. Nobody has mentioned them at all, except in passing. And I never said anything about her looks. I never said anything about anything. I did talk about how his stupid, phony accent is creepy and stupid and uncalled for. Yes, I said that. Anything else? Bring it up. Bring it.
Is Annie J here? Because I can't see her either.
I can't see her.
She was.
Was she?
I thought, let me look.
Was she?
I'm scrolling back. Thought she was.
Did you
Annie
block us all,
J!
AJ?
Well, then, if she is, she's stealth
I'm
modding.
looking up.
She's stealth modding. Either that or she's sitting on her phone or she's dropping her phone. I don't know. Annie, blink once for yes. Are you okay? Oh.
I do that sometimes in Annie's, like when I'm not in the mood to talk. I'll just, sit there and listen to her live, but I'll be blocking people by accident.
That's how we
Oh,
always
sure.
do
I do the
man's
same
behavior.
thing. I give my
Oh, no.
exactly.
No, Melody, those were not clone accounts. I'm not going to get into this with you. This was years ago. I don't care. It does not affect my life. But you need to tell your fake phony boyfriend to leave everybody's names out of the mouth. Nobody has said anything. Nobody's talked about you. Nobody has talked about anybody. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. If Eddie doesn't like me talking about how creepy he talks, then I'm sorry. Maybe you should take a poll. It's creepy, Melody. It's creepy.
She's asking to
So
come up.
again,
You guys want her up?
I think she should come
God.
up. Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, unless, I can't speak on the Eddie thing, but, why not?
Okay, no, I'm sending you off the link. I'll just see.
Exactly. Nobody has said anything about her. All of a sudden, this came out of the blue, and there's a video with munching and chatting, and Kathy seeing it, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? And I'm sorry if you don't like me commenting about, and I'm sorry, Melody, you did use a voice changer. You got busted. So, what am I lying about? I don't care. Those weren't clones. I double checked after I screenshot the comment because it was a comment. So you can go click on the person's name and go back to the channel. So no. And again, I'm not even going to talk about shit that happened years ago. So please don't expect to address me with that because I'm not going to talk about it. I know what I know. I was there. I saw it. And what you were told, nobody said he did anything inappropriate sexually, but it was just inappropriate to have a conversation, period. You don't do that behind YouTube. You just don't do it. It's inappropriate.
Okay, Mel, I put the link in the chat. You're welcome to come up. And I will, we won't dogpile you. You'll have your say. I'll mute myself.
I'm muting myself.
Okay. I guess I'll mute. Unless someone comes at me sideways.
Munchie.
If she's going to address it, it's a moot point. She can spin it all she wants. I have nothing to say to her about it, and I won't say anything about it because it's been years ago for one, and I'll go look for my proof. That's all I can say. But I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. I knew what happened. Enough said.
There. Did it come up, Bill?
She needs it again.
Okay. Just below Kate Waxlover.
I'm going to make coffee. Be right back.
Sure. How do I do that, Kate Winslet? I don't think. Hmm.
Maybe you can pin the link and it'll show up that way.
Oh, she's here. Okay, Mal.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And I will mute
Okay.
myself.
All right. You guys are going to have to bear with me because I have literally, nobody knows what I have been going through in real life, and I haven't even hardly been around on YouTube. But the video you guys are talking about from a few weeks ago that I made, talking about hate and everything, it was because one of our closest friends has been being targeted by Artist Devil. Artist Devil keeps getting our friend's channel terminated by trying to copyright, saying that our friend is stealing his artwork when it's the other way around. He's been stealing that guy's artwork. That is what my video was about. And as soon as I made my video, MT, Annie, and a whole bunch of other people started making community posts about us, threatening us. Annie and MT went live on panel the very night that I made that video, tearing us to shreds, and it had absolutely nothing to do with anybody from this community. It was about the art community. That's when this all started up again. They have been making posts about us, slamming me over my hair, slamming us over everything under the sun for absolutely no reason because of a video that had nothing to do with them. And they can't say they haven't been talking about us lately. We've been brought up in every single live stream. We've been brought up on multiple community posts. We've been getting threatened. And we haven't done a thing to anybody. Our beef with Jenny has absolutely nothing to do with you guys. And anybody who sits and watches Jenny's videos and reads her community wall knows who the bully is. We haven't mentioned like anybody for a couple of months. And this morning, the reason Eddie decided to make that video, I begged him not to because I told him every time you make a video, they don't only come for you. They come for me too, and I cannot take the stress. My doctor just told me 2 days ago, if I don't get my stress under control, I'm going to die. And I think that's what everybody wants, because I've told everybody this. Give me just a second. I asked him not to make that video, but after all the people were tearing us down, saying disgusting things about us in Law's live last night, and both of us were asleep when Law first went live. I happened to wake up and I saw that she was live, and I haven't seen her live for a long time, and I wanted to say hi, and then I go in there and all hell's breaking loose with Annie's community in Law and all these trolls in there saying disgusting things, and they had to bring up me and Eddie. Why? I don't know. But we haven't done anything to any of you guys. And all we want is to just be left alone. The shit Jenny says is as disgusting as the shit that High C says. And we've never done a thing to her except try to be a good friend to her. And I just can't take this shit anymore. I am going through enough in real life, and to answer everybody's question about why we haven't met, Eddie's mom is she is 80 years old. My mom's gonna be 90 next month. My mom's in a nursing home. She is in very bad health. How many of you would pack up and fly 12 hours away to go live that far away from your mother, who's probably not going to live to see another year? How many of you guys, in Eddie's situation, his mother's in bad health. She's 80 years old. He is the only person in their house who drives. He has to take care of his mother and his brother because they're both disabled. So would you guys just pack up and abandon your mother to go be with somebody? Would you be that selfish to turn your back on your own mother? None of you guys really know me. You haven't taken the time to get to know me. All you know is the bullshit that people who hate me and Eddie have told you, which is mostly all lies. And you guys know these people lie because they've done it to you. Kate, you were turned on. Nickname was turned on. And the person did the same exact thing to you guys they did to me and Eddie. Yet you can't logically put two and two together and say, hey, they did the same thing to me. You know, nobody ever has given us a chance to actually get to know us. And people who have, apparently, they're two-faced.
Melody, who turned on me? Nobody's turned on me.
Oh, Annie didn't turn on you and Nickname about a year ago and throw you guys under the bus. Everybody knows it.
Well,
everybody knows it. And I've never done anything to Annie to deserve this. All I ever tried to do, all we've ever tried to do, this hate, this constant hate, constantly. We have begged and begged and begged. You don't understand what it's like to have your doctor tell you, if you don't get your stress under control, you're gonna die because it's doing shit to you physically.
Okay,
all
then
I
Melody,
want is to be left
aren't
alone.
you taking a break? Why are you still? I'm not trying to be mean to you, Melody, but why aren't you logging off and walking away?
Because, Kate, why should I have to when I'm not doing anything wrong? Why don't I have just as much of a right to have a YouTube channel and be with my community and have fun just like you guys do? And I'm going to tell you something.
And you insert yourself, Melody. You are inserting yourself. Nobody has talked about you. Like I said,
yes,
the only thing I said about Eddie, I haven't, when you bring it up, you show me the receipts of who I have said shit about you. I haven't even been around. I haven't been around either, Missy.
Every live stream we get brought up, and there's all kinds of screenshots.
where?
Kate, you even made a
What?
community post the day I
Fine,
made that
put them
video.
on up. Put them on. I never
How?
made a community post about you.
You better go
Are you
back and look.
high?
No, I'm not.
Well, I think I shall. Because, okay, let me get this right. When did I make a community post about you, Melody?
Well,
when?
you made one the day that I made that post about nickname calling me a nobody.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because you called nickname out. You attacked her for no reason. She did absolutely nothing wrong. And you wanted to bring her up for no reason. So you betcha I will defend nickname with my life. So yes, I am going to say something about her because you railed her for nothing. She did nothing.
She called me a nobody, okay?
No,
and you guys
didn't.
have, like I said, you guys have no, I have the screenshot of it.
So do
She
I.
called me a nobody to Jenny. She absolutely did. And I would never say that to any of you guys. I would never call you a nobody and try to make you feel like you're just a worthless piece of shit.
Oh, God. Melody, you really seriously need to walk away because people have not been talking about you. You're having, I don't know, hon, maybe you're having a breakdown. I don't know, because nobody's talked about you. The only thing I
That's
personally
not
said
true.
not long ago.
Were you in Law's live
Melody?
last night? Were you in Law's live last night?
No, I was not in Law's
because
live
there was a
last
whole
night.
bunch of people in there talking about me, including
Oh.
Annie. Annie went live. Annie's going to go live again tonight just to talk about us because she needs those views. She doesn't give a shit what I am dealing with in real life. None of you do, and none of you know. I could never say and do things to you guys or to anybody that you guys have been doing to us.
Melody,
And you're
let me
right,
tell you
I am
something about
very
real life.
I am
Let
very
me tell you
close to a
something
nervous
about real life,
breakdown.
honey. You know what? I know you are, and that's just it, Melody. Do you think that not everybody is going through something in real life? Everybody is. Over the past 3 months, I've lost 2 of my pets.
I'm
have
sorry.
a husband that has a health crisis.
Well,
And,
I'm
life
sorry.
goes on. I still have to help run a business. I still have to be there for my family and have things done. My best friend just lost her mom. So yeah, everybody has life going on, Melody. You don't have a corner on that market.
But why
So
can't
if
you
life
guys
is causing
understand
you,
why we can't meet each other right now? We both
I
have
don't care.
obligations to family. We can't
Well,
just
good for
pack
you.
up and leave. And you guys don't even know what's being planned for the future. You know what? You can't just
Nobody
pack up and
does,
move to
Melody.
Hawaii. You can't just pack up and move to Hawaii. You've got to save money. Why do you think that I am getting an apartment? I don't plan to be there more than 3 years because I plan to be moving to Hawaii. I've already talked to his mother about it, but none of you guys know because nobody ever takes the time to try to get to know us.
Hey, nickname.
Okay, can I just say
I'm glad
something?
to see you, my dear.
Can I just say something? I did take time to know you, Mel, and I liked you, and I never got into the drama until one day I was unfollowed and saw you on the most vile person's live stream that actually drew dicks on my kids' faces. So I kind of did take that a little personal, I mean, she was vile.
Okay, I want to tell you guys something. If I try to be nice to everybody, I try to make people feel like they are worth something, especially if everybody else is trying to make them feel like a piece of shit. Because you don't know how many times Alana has emailed me telling me that she wants to kill herself, and I know exactly what that's like because I've been fighting it for years.
Well, she's playing you, don't you, Melody? She's playing you.
How do
She's
you
playing
know?
you. Because you
she
don't
does
think
kill
we've all
herself.
been on that end before?
Because
That's what she does. That's who you support. She doesn't care about you. She's trying to get a reaction out of you by saying that. And you
But you
try to
guys,
be a
I
nice
wasn't
person to her.
supporting. Just because I'm polite to somebody when they come in my live stream, I would treat you guys the same way. Just
Oh,
because
right,
I'm
right.
polite.
No, I'm
Yeah,
done with
I
you.
told you
You are
guys.
the no, I don't care. You are the biggest crybaby. You want to spin everything, and it's not about you, Melody. You need to log off and walk away, hon. It's for your best interest, or stop talking about everybody, and you'll be better off. I'm done. Have a good day, folks.
okay.
Okay.
Well, Mel, I just before you disappeared, I was going to say that Alana
Oh,
is a
good. She's gone. I'll
narcissist.
be back.
Alana is a
Thank you.
narcissist, and narcissists don't commit suicide. They think too highly of themselves, but they will use the threat. And you fell for it. And I'll shut up about that because, ew.
Exactly. Come on now. I'm just tired. That had nothing to do with what's going on with anything else. That has nothing. She wants to go back and talk about years ago and this and that. No, that's not what we're talking about. So I don't care. She wants to come in and spin shit, and I am not going to do it. I've never been a thing with Melody. I've never had that big of a problem with her. But yes, I'm going to defend people when she wants to get involved. Nobody has even said anything about her. I didn't make a community post, but I shared a community post and said, look, you're not going to accuse Nickname of bad things when she didn't even do anything to you. I mean, Nickname has got to be one of the most kindest, dearest people I know. So no, she doesn't deserve that shade, and I will stand up for her for that.
Absolutely.
And that's all I said. And then, yes, I may have said a few things about his dummy accent because it's creepy. I don't care if his whole family for generations have spoke like that. I have never heard someone from Hawaii have that dialect. Never. And it's weird and it's creepy.
And it wasn't even really that, Mel. It's that he types it. Nobody types an accent. That is stupid. And it's cringy.
It is. It is cringy. It is cringy. I think they're both trolls. That's what I honestly think.
Well,
I'm sorry. That's my honest opinion. I think, you gotta get your subject's attention, and then, the martyr thing is, works for a lot of people. So maybe they get off on it. I don't know. But it's old to me. I'm not gonna sit here and go over shit that I saw with my own eyes. And it's a moot point, but that had nothing to do with La, with Annie, with any of it. And she's even throwing MT's name in there. Good God, the dude hasn't even been around.
He's been
What,
busy.
so I don't understand this. So again, I'm not going to go with, and she does. And I wasn't trying to throw shade at her. I know she's still listening. If life is that serious for her right now, she needs to walk away. YouTube should be the last thing she's thinking of. Not get defensive. Well, I deserve to have a right to be on my channel too and not be bothered. Good, then be on your channel and have your little, I don't follow you, I don't watch you. But it will be brought to my attention when you're talking about me. So again, miss me with that crap.
Yeah, I mean, when I started losing my shit with YouTube, seriously, I had to walk away for a little bit. For my own mental health, I had to.
Right, Kate. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. People put such a stigma on it. I think Annie even said this a while back. It's okay to not be okay. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just need to walk away for a little while and gather your thoughts and whatever. But, if her doctor is telling her she's about to have a mental breakdown from stress, then she needs to close it up and walk away, do something else with her time, plan her future. It sounds like what she really wants to do. So fine, go plan your future, but do it away from YouTube and social media.
And also throwing in "I'm gonna die" does not work on me.
No, me either. Me either. Because,
Yeah.
that was, she's sitting there like, well, how do you know? Well, how do you think we know? We've been through everything with this crazy. Everything. I mean, she sent nickname nude photos. Come on, who does that crap? Only a crazy nut.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
From what I understand, she sent half of YouTube the same shit, which was photoshopped anyways. What did we expect? So yeah,
Deactivated.
she's emailed people that before in our community. Oh, I'm going to do this by New Year's Eve. This is what I'm going to do. She did that. She baited other people in too, and said, oh well, Carlos, she took a bunch of pills and Carlos found her. Yeah, that's been going around for a long time because that's what she does.
Oh yeah, she did it to me.
And
She said I was the reason for
yeah,
the second time.
exactly.
Second time she
Exactly.
did.
She's done it to everybody and it's disgusting. So Melody, if you're falling for that, again, that's what I told you. Don't fall for that shit. And if you're going to be that gullible to fall for it, well, that's you. That's you. And I'm sorry that she's doing that to you, but you were warned and you have seen for yourself. So that's what people have a problem with. You know what this person's like. So don't
And
tell you would support any one of us. I've been blocked by you for years. I can't even make a comment. Or I probably would have just made a comment and left it at that.
and I don't know any of the people she mentioned at the beginning about the art community. I'm not in the art community. Why would I know these people?
It's just, it makes me speechless sometimes to really understand, why she does this stuff. And, she's, I'm leaving YouTube. She deletes her channel. She comes back a month later. She's not even that. She comes back 2 days later. And it's just like, who cares? But she clearly needs to walk away for a while. So, do it. Walk away for a while. You have plenty of troll accounts. Come back on those.
If you do big production, I'm leaving, then you come back, you lose your credibility.
Yeah.
You lose your credibility. You just sound like a baby, and everybody's rolling their eyes behind the scenes. And I don't know, learn to read the room. I'm at a loss as what to tell you. Yes, I don't know you. You don't know me. I mean, I had a death in my family just before Christmas, just last Christmas. You don't see me whining and crying about it. It's nobody's business but my own. My grief is my own.
Right.
I'm not going on to other people's panels crying about it. So
True.
Whatever. Grow a thick skin. That's all I can say. If you're going to be on this platform, you're going to get smacked around. I did. Got my dogs. You know what? Acknowledge it and move on.
Right. I mean, look what crazy put us through for 2 years. I mean, oh my God.
Oh, geez.
Geez. So, no, we don't know what that's like. That was genuine bullying. That was real life stuff. That person took all kinds of crap in real life. So that's a problem. That's where you get the real deal.
Yeah. Everybody's
so, again,
in their real life.
And I have to, yes, exactly. And I have to say too that, again, she thinks that, she wants to come in and play that she's the complete innocent. She's never done anything wrong. Did you not get caught using a voice changer with a crappy message in a video to Annie? Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So again, there's that. You knew that there's some other stuff. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because it'll just gonna run if I do. So she's far, far from innocent. So she's had knowledge, common knowledge of some stuff that was pretty shady. So, no. We're not going to sit back and go, oy vey, I've never done a thing to you people. I've never said anything. Yes, you have. And you begged him to not make that video. Okay. You should have put up a disclaimer. Guys, I'm sorry. This is not how I feel. This is how somebody else feels. But it was your joint channel, I do believe.
You could have
So
deleted
there's
it.
that. Exactly. Or you could have responded and said, hey, and I get everybody gets upset about stuff, but you don't have a corner on the market on life, and terrible things, bad things happen to good people. That's, I've tried to explain that to a few other people. That's not karma, that's life. That's how shit happens, and it's horrible when it does, and nobody wishes, this is YouTube, nobody wishes bad on anybody.
So well, sometimes I do.
Well, yeah, and I see why, because again, people have
I
been through
don't.
real bullying.
Right.
Real
No,
bullying.
I might feel it in the moment when all that was going on, yeah, but I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Oh, well, of course not. Yeah, no. Nobody's wished ill will or harm or any of that on anybody ever that I've seen, ever. But again, she really, I hope she just takes that to heart and she steps back, go plan your life, go do whatever you need to do, but leave it off of social media and stop reacting to stuff that you don't even know what's going on. I mean, you guys brought up crap that was years ago. So if you're going to bring it up, then yeah, we're going to talk about it, because nobody has even said anything about that girl until you guys just did in that video.
I wasn't even around.
No. That's been a while back. So nothing was even said about that. So why would he even bring that up? He's talking about the past. Well, if you don't want it talked about, don't bring it up. And don't misrepresent it either, because I was there. A lot of us were.
Yep, and sadly so. Man.
Oh, damn.
It's also, people judge you by the company you keep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are going after or befriending or supporting people like Alana and Law,
Nina,
it doesn't look good on you, and you can't come up and start crying about being picked on. You can't do that.
Right.
It
People had honest opinions about that too.
I mean, Alana's already in deep doo-doo, and what she's telling you behind the scenes, like her case being dismissed April 19th, that's not true. It's a big fat lie. Alana,
Exactly.
go take your medication. You're spiraling again.
Yeah, exactly.
Alana.
But again, that's, there are people that really, they don't need to be on YouTube. They really don't. I mean, it's just like, come on. So yeah, and then again, it's all, and we've gone over this, I don't know how many times. I feel stupid for it being repetitive, but it's just like, guys, I mean, it's shade. There's a difference between shade. There's a difference between not liking someone else's opinion. And there's a difference between going in real life and
Big difference.
And that's the list of things that I have right from the beginning. That's the reason I didn't care for Angie Lee, because she went in real life on Annie Janney, tried to do whatever and embarrass her for, I don't even still know the reason why that happened. Again, that's old news, but that's why I didn't care for that person, because they went in real life. They're doxing people. And I feel very strongly about that. So, some of these people, what they've done in real life, for what? There's, again, no reason for it, because people wanted to walk away and did not want to be associated with you anymore. That was the reason. But yet they keep going overboard and overboard and overboard to prove whatever, that stuff that's pointless. And, that's becoming the common theme around here. Let's talk about shit that doesn't even matter, or that wasn't even talked about or addressed. She's like, well, and from what I understand, I don't know, because I was not in Laws last night. I don't know what happened, but I heard he was in there. Yeah, I know, girl, me too. Shoot. No, I missed it. Now, I caught some of the other stuff, like I did, like I was honest. I caught part of the one where she's talking about carbs and stuff, and I'm like, you do know that those are processed pre-made tortilla shells and burrito shells, and those are loaded with carbs. So she's and still, you do need a balance, and I get it, the calorie and stuff, but that's not following low carb. She projected like she was following low carb. Well, I'm doing the cheese and the sour cream and the lettuce, and it's like, okay, but you wrecked it when you had a shell. Trust me, I know. I did low carb for years. So yeah, that's kind of fucking that up. So, I'm like, okay, but yeah, she's getting mad about it. And it's just like, it's just an observation. People are getting really upset. And I guess they're valuing other people's opinions a lot more than whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, no. And I think what law needs to realize, that there's a difference between, let's say, 400 calories associated to a donut and 400 calories associated with a sandwich and a salad.
Right.
They're not equal.
Right. No.
So
No. So, and again, nobody's trying to offend anybody, but when he puts out a video like that, expect to have a response. So I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. Nobody that I've seen, and again, I haven't even been around either that much. So I would like for them to show the receipts that this stuff was said. And I just wish that she would just stop. I wish her well. I don't wish her ill harm, but she needs to step back with the princess look, because that crown needs to be polished a bit.
well,
She's been involved in some underhanded stuff.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, you're too old to be a princess or act like a princess. And if what we are saying bothers you so much, block us all.
Exactly.
Do it. Lots of people form their hug box and move on.
Well, my pet peeve, Kathy, always has been, I hear people go, well, they keep emailing me, they keep calling me. And I'm like, well, you need to ask yourself, okay, who did I give my phone number to? And read it down, and go, okay. And, they keep changing their number. I know people that have changed their number like 20 million times. It's like, guys, figure out who you're giving the number to and block them. Or if somebody sends me an inappropriate email or a thing that I don't like, I just go, block, you're done. And that's it. I never see it again. If they want, they have to come back as somebody else and keep making them and making them. So, that's always been just so frustrating for me. Just like, block them. Just click ignore, delete, goodbye.
Yeah. You don't have
and
to.
You're done.
Many creators that can't stand criticism or people looking at them with less than loving eyes have formed their own little hug boxes. And it's frustrating, but if that's going to help you mentally, then maybe you should do that. I don't know what else other
That would
than
be the
standing
most
up.
logical thing.
Because you're right, Mel. You do deserve to have a platform. But what you do is contradictory to what is happening. I mean, you're going and stirring up shit and then crying the victim. Doesn't work. Doesn't work on me.
No, it
No,
doesn't me either. I'm
it
sorry.
does not work.
You know. And I feel bad. Everybody has life, and I feel bad when people are having a rough time, and I get it. It's ugh. But you know, she needs to take a step back, and that's just people going, hey, stop. You need to take a step back, and there's no shame in that. But actually, instead of just telling everybody I'm going to take a step back, actually do it. Log off.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's trying to be mean when they say that. It's just like, please just log off and walk away for a while and plan your life, your future, whatever you want to do. But stop telling everybody, I'm sorry, but some of the shit it's my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't like my opinion, but some of the shit that he does is very, very creepy, and it just has always put me off. So there's that.
You can't make us
And you
like
kind of blindly condoning it is creepy too.
Yep. It's always going to be.
Totally agree.
Weird. Strange. Well, I think it's all been said and done for now. Maybe we should wrap this up and shake it off. I know Annie's going live later because she's
I
got
do
her
believe
own
Oh,
she is.
she's live.
day.
She's live now.
Oh, she's live. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
okay.
live.
Okay. And
All right. So,
Candy and Annie are going live later too. And I think I'm not sure which Candy channel it is, but I'll find out and I'll share it or something so everybody knows.
all
Okay,
right.
sounds good.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for
And
good to see everybody.
and we will see you over at Munching and Chattings.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Candy's too.
Bye.